If someone threatened to kill you, what would you do? If someone repeatedly hurt your loved ones, what would you do? I know my answer, and I bet I can guess yours. But if you're Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton, the answer is appeasement. That's the Obama and Clinton doctrine. Put the feelings of radical Islamic terrorists and the lone wolves they inspire above the security of our country. Screw political correctness. While people like Obama and Clinton sipped cocktails with their friends in the media, Americans died. And how have they responded to radical Islamic terror attacks? During their first year as President and Secretary of State, a self-described Islamic extremist massacred 13 American soldiers at Fort Hood and injured more than 30 others. He shouted Allah Akbar while killing these brave Americans. The Obama-Clinton administration responded by refusing to label the attack as an act of terrorism and instead called it workplace violence.
At the heart of what has outraged Munley and other Fort Hood victims and led them to file this lawsuit is the military's decision not to award Purple Hearts and its insistence on calling the shooting workplace violence, despite Major Hassan's documented communications with al-Qaeda leader Anwar al-Awlaki, who has since been killed in a U.S. drone strike.
As a veteran, let me say this. Killing American soldiers is not an act of workplace violence. It's an act of war. It should be handled as one. The Obama and Clinton doctrine then continued when they lied to Americans and blamed a movie on the Benghazi attacks.
We've seen rage and violence directed at American embassies over an awful internet video that we had nothing to do with.
Only in Washington is it possible for anyone to believe that hundreds of people decided to grab AK-47s and mortars and attack the American consulate in Benghazi because of a stupid video. And of course, they go after people like me for telling the truth. Apparently, me warning Americans about the real threat is somehow worse than Hillary Clinton lying to mothers of those who had been killed in the attack.
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make?
More recently, an Islamic-inspired terrorist killed 49 people and injured 53 more at Pulse nightclub in Orlando. How did Obama and Clinton respond? By refusing to say radical Islamic terror again, by blaming guns, and by omitting references to Islamic extremism from transcripts related to the attack. How pathetic and weak. The Obama-Clinton national security doctrine of political correctness has killed hundreds of Americans. Every one of us are put at an increased risk every single day this weakness sits in the Oval Office. How much longer will you allow the safety of your family to be threatened?